Hello and welcome back to Tywin Lannister. So, last time we did a war and we saw how it went, and I've actually tried the war a few more times off camera just to see exactly how it's going to go, and I think we've made a very interesting scenario for ourselves. Because, although the Westlands and the Reach are fairly strong, and Dragonstone actually brings across a fair number of men, as does the Crossing and Harrenhal, we're actually a little bit spread out, and it's quite difficult to work out where we need to attack first. So, here's what I learned. The Vale is actually a major problem. Their 40,000 troops are very difficult to deal with. Especially because the Vale tends to fight the Crossing and Harrenhal very early on. Now, the Reach should, in theory, counteract the Vale. The problem being, the Reach tends to have to deal with the Stormlands and the Crownlands. Now, you'll understand why I didn't say Dorne in a second, because in most of my tests, Dorne will actually join us if we have a large enough army, say if we raise some mercenaries. So that's interesting. So, the problem basically is that if we go down and join the Reach and fight against the Stormlands, this leads into an issue where, although we will win the battle against the Stormlands, and possibly against some of the Crownlands, what happens is the Vale kills all of our allies up in this sector of where we are. And this is really bad for us because once they kill those allies, we're pretty, we are pretty weak. We lose half of our strength, and they have a 40,000 man army that just comes and wipes us out. So, what are we going to do? Well, I think the only correct plan is for us to start off here and then charge the Vale. I think that's our only sensible plan, because we can actually start the war whenever we like. We have a look at our intrigue thing, not intrigue thing, factions thing. No, it isn't an intrigue. I was right. This demand abdication doesn't require us to have no troops raised. So we can actually raise our troops, go, say, over to Salt Pans, which has a large enough supply limit for us. And then we can go and attack the Vale. I think that seems like the most sensible option. So, that's what we're going to do. Let's try it out. Let's get all of our troops raised. And then we are going to raise some mercenaries. We're going to raise 2 sets of mercenaries. Doesn't matter what they are, because they're all the same. Then we're going to get all of these people, and we're going to merge them over here. Now, hopefully nothing bad happens in the time it takes, but it's worth going through these steps. Because actually we can't really win through now. If we have to gather our troops, I think the scenario is unwinnable. But this is cool. I like having a challenge in the game where we've got a puzzle to solve. Renly has created a title. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Once we get over here, we should be fine. Oh, we have another grandson, Lymond. He is attractive. Fantastic. Taking after his father, I assume. Yes, vassals don't like we have their levies raised for no reason. Fair. Corwin Greyjoy died. It would have been a concubine, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Or a child of a concubine. Not a concubine itself. Right. We almost got all of our troops in position. If our plot fires, that would also be fantastic, but that would be asking way too much of the RNG. Right. Let's merge up. Now, we're going to do something else. We're going to have a quick look at the Vale here. The Vale, who is his strongest vassal? His strongest vassal is Jon. Now, Jon currently controls... Right, he controls the High Lordship of Runestone. He has 7,000 troops, so that's where we want to go first, because that takes his largest army out. His second largest army is... Bendar. Bendar controls Strongsong. So we're probably going to head in here, and then head along there towards the capital of the Vale. That makes some sense, and we should be able to do that. Who's going to be leading our armies? Well, I would like us to lead it, but we can't lead it right now, because we have to declare the war. So, 3, 2... 1, war declared. Okay. Your shameful attempt at blackmail has not succeeded. No matter how many corrupted souls you have enticed to help carry out your plans, I will not give in without a fight. I'd rather die defending what is rightfully mine. Signed, King Robert of the Iron Throne. Then war it is. Right. We have declared our revolt. We lost our supply limit here because it's not an allied place. That's fine. We knew it was going to happen. We need to check what leaders we have. So We have this guy, he's pretty good. I'm just seeing if we have anybody. We have an inspiring leader in Tigrit. Tigrit, our brother, will lead the center. Inspiring leader is really good. We have a narrow flank down here, so he will lead one of the sides. And we could lead one of the other sides. That would definitely be a good possibility. I think we should. I think that kind of makes sense thematically. Right. And let's head in. Stefan Frey is no longer a participant in the revolt against the rule of King Robert, and as his liege Robb Stark joined the war as attacker. Wait, did Robb Stark join our side? Let's see. Torbert is no longer Spy Master. Willem is no longer Justicar. They joined the other side. Oh wow. I've never had this RNG. Lord Paramount Tywin Lannister. I see just cause in your struggle against your enemies. I'll take up arms beside you. Regards, Lord Paramount Robb Stark. That's another 43,000 men all coming from up here. Now, it is pretty good, but it's not necessarily fantastic because we already had Harrenhal and the crossing. But this is the entirety of the north on our side now. And who else joined us? The Stauntons joined us. And they are in where? Oh, they're there. Oh, that's reasonable. Okay. Well, let's head up. Who else joined? Looks like Harmon Uller joined. Harrenhal joined against us, which is ridiculous because they should be allied. They are allied to us, but they've joined against us because they joined against their liege. Okay, interesting. Let's head up here. So I guess that means Dorne has joined for Robert. Dorne has not declared at all. That's kind of good actually. I think we've done okay. It also looks like the Greyjoys have declared for a side. Dreadfort is on his side, as is Winterfell. So that's that kind of area, which isn't great. That means the North's going to be kind of divided. Okay. But these guys are just kind of in there because they haven't declared one way or the other. Alright. My kinsman, Sir Damian Lannister, has expressed a desire to get married, has asked for permission to find a suitable spouse. Go marry as you please. Yep, as always, he marries Myrelle Lannister. It's an event I've seen happen a few times now. Okay, this is the army we want to kill. We really want to get that army as quickly as possible. King Robert has had my niece Elena executed for opposition against him in the war. Well, that's just not on at all. Was this necessary? Exactly. We are going to catch these guys. Oh, we might catch them. We didn't. We were one step away. Robb Stark would like to marry Serena Lannister. We'll definitely secure that alliance. Now, we want to continue heading along this way, because I think this is where we expect their main troop base to be. Aerys Targaryen died comatose in bed. Okay, so that would be the oh yes, of course, the Mad King, Aerys. Okay. I guess that means his claims dropped to Rhaegar at that. Rhaegar would have already had the claims, though, because he was in charge, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. But yes, he is dead now. And now Rhaegar is the main Targaryen. Our bannermen and I were having a council of war when one of my vassals suggested we should try and pursue peace terms with the enemy. Do Lannisters cave so easily? Craven, hear me roar. So Garth would be ejected from the council. Is he... he's one of our commanders, I guess? Or is he actually on... So he's not on our council. Peace, get me more wine. I'll get this man more wine. So that gets them gregarious or drunkard. Oh, us gregarious or drunkard. Or just smile and nod politely. No, hear me roar. We've kicked him out of our council. Right. We caught that army. A noble distinguished himself, Lymond. Okay, we're going to head this way again and see if we can catch the army at the other side. And we're still going on our Vale killing plan, because it's still a good plan. Looks like Tyrells are starting to band together. They might eventually be able to take over there. Alright, I was thinking Dorne joined us, but no, it's some of Dorne joined us. Alright. Looks like they've sat on Casterly Rock, which isn't great for us. Someone should go and clear it, but it doesn't really matter if they take it. Apart from that, they might capture Jaime. We want to stop their armies merging, so we want to really chase this army. Okay. The alliance between Lord Walter and Lord Paramount Tywin has broken down. Your wife, Lady Paramount Dana Went, has died, and now falls upon you to decide whether to make the funeral a bigger special event, or keep it a small and private one. Well, I think we'll have a private funeral because it's in the middle of a war. I think that would make some sense for us. I don't think Tywin would be the type who would get too sentimental there. So we'll have a private funeral. Right. And now we're going to try and stop this army merging. Time passes, and yet, to me, the world seems unreal. As if life without Dana is but a mummer's farce. I am lost in the sea of loneliness and know not where to turn. Drown yourself in wine, women, and song. Lose yourself in book, song, and the wisdom of others. Seek solace in the arms of another. Or this is nonsense, I'll move on with my life. I think this is what we're going to go for. I think this is a Tywin response. He gained the stress trait. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. Right. We want to get along before... We really don't want these armies to merge up, but they're going to. Do we want to try and merge... I think we want to maybe divert and try and get this army down here. Maybe try and merge with the Tyrells before we do anything else. Ooh. Okay. Childhood focus. Elena Lannister. Well, it looks like Marshall, so something like Pride would be fine. And we can get married again. Could we get an alliance with Dorne? Because that would bring them into the war on our side. If there was an option there. Is there a Dornish man? Although, I think, actually, now that I think about it, we can get alliances. I may have been doing this wrong all along. We maybe should have married Oberyn's children earlier. But I was thinking, actually, if one of our niece or nephews marry, we can get an alliance with the main house. I wonder if we can do that with Oberyn. Like, with one of his children. Presumably not one of the bastards, although they all appear to be bastards. Maybe if we married one of them, that'd be fine. Like, Oberyn Sand. She is a bastard. Would this get us a non-aggression pact? With ourselves? Or are we still widowed? Wait, are we still widowed? Oh, we're still widowed. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I thought that event had got rid of widows, but it just gave us stress instead. Okay. That's fine. We want to keep heading down. The Riverlands are actually got a reasonably sized army up there, but they're kind of stuck. Okay. Let's keep heading south. We want to get that army that we saw in here. I'm going to catch it. We don't want to take the river crossing, no. We also really don't want them to merge up. Can we get up here? It seems alright. Yeah. Is there a river crossing between these two? This has a river crossing with... major river crossing, in fact. This isn't good. Wait, if we move here, when do we get here? They will move the latest on the 25th. We will get there on the 25th. Okay, but that's only 72 men. We can do that. Oh, when do they get there now? 24th. That's fine. My lord, sometime now been an employee of Lord Hugh. This is Tyrion Hamill. He seems to be a reasonable fighter. We'll take him. Where it makes sense in the war. We'll get these 72 men. Oh, we didn't even catch them. Let's see if we get here in time. 10th, we'll be able to catch the 72 men. How about Acorn Hall? We'll get that on the 15th. Is that enough to get these guys to back down? We should arrive at the right time. My lord, I'm deeply hesitant to ask, but the coffers of your loyal subjects are running dry from the upkeep of the levies you have raised from our lands. Any recompense for the cost of my liege's wars would be a great comfort. We'll just placate them with flattery. There we go. These guys should leave on the 7th and the 9th. Well, one of them left. The other one left, and we will now catch this army. Yes. 15th. We caught them. We take a small river crossing, but no other armies are coming to their defense. We are fighting Balon the Red Reaver, however. But we should be fine. Yeah, we will beat him. Good. A son was born to Lord Jaime of the Westlands, and Marianne Halton named Renogard? Doesn't matter, he died as stillborn. Okay. We have taken out that army. Where do we want to head next? We want to continue trying to control this land. I know he's still on Castle Rock, but it's not that big a deal. Let's head into Lolliston, so that'll be the 11th of November. I think he'll escape. Oh, you're going to catch him. Never mind. We'll head up here. You will catch him on the 6th. It doesn't matter where we head. Right. We want to catch this army. 20th, we'll get them 28th. Can we get them to back down? Yeah. Okay, we should catch this Vale army. There we go. Another Vale army is down. Okay. We're just going to try and slowly get the troop numbers down while circling in. This seems to be working so far. We want to get into this fight that's about to happen down here. Yeah. Riverlands, please don't head the opposite direction. This is the right direction to go. Okay. Where are you headed, Riverlands? We would quite like to fight, but we're having some trouble finding the right opportunity. Okay. Let's continue circling around. My lord, I humbly ask you to intervene on my behalf against the aggression of Lord Renegard Estrin, who has invaded my lands in obvious contravention to the peace of the realm. I'll be eternally grateful for your support in this matter. Yours, Lord Damon of House Marbrand. House Marbrand, he is our uncle, and Renegade Eston, who is just our vassal. We'll order him to stand down, because it's family versus non-family. We could go into Stony Sept. We will not take a river crossing. No, but he has likely to have as good a leader as we would have. I think we give up on that army and we come over here and try and help. Oh good, at least Lord Renegard decided to do what we said. Right, we want to head in here. Desperately want to head in here. Right. Oh, we don't want to fight at the 31. We want to fight... Are you actually going to attack Golden Tooth? 25th. 24th, so they should... Oh, never mind, they were going to the same province. We want to be part of this, I think. At least part of this fight. You'll get there on the 9th, we'll get there on the 10th. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through in time, but this is a fight we maybe want to get. Oh, they were attacking us. I never even realized it. Well, we get the river crossing penalty, like bonus, and they have no leader on that flank, so we should destroy their left flank completely. Yeah. We did eventually lose it. I think we should win, though, overall. Commander Joffrey of Lannister declared war against the tyranny of Lord Tywin the Unchaste on Tywin the Unchaste. Okay. We should have won this battle. We actually lost it, though. It's crazy that we lost that battle, actually. We had river crossing and more men. Their leaders must have been better, even though they only had one. Or two, sorry. Oh, we have a new commander on the wall. Lord Commander Dennis Mallister. Okay. Interesting. We'll keep moving. My liege, have been tending the wounds of the men at your behest. They seem much happier now hearing that their lord would offer his own maester to aid his men. Your humble servant, Maester Kraylin. Oh, fantastic. Well, that's good. The Tyrells would like to marry my niece, Heloise. Well, she's our... The question is, could we marry into Dorne? Would you accept a betrothal? Let me just double check. I didn't realize our niece Heloise had come of age. Would you marry Heloise? You would. Would you marry Elena? You'd marry Elena as well. Okay. In which case, we'll accept that. Pause. Then we'll arrange a betrothal for Elena to House Martell. Yeah. Okay. Arrangement has been reached with Lord Paramount Willis to see Lord Paramount Willis Tyrell and Lady Paramount Heloise Lannister wed, and now the dowry is due to the groom's house. Give him a token gift. Okay. Where's our armies? Up here. Where's our main forces? So we know that we've got some in here. We got the Tyrell men. We're kind of running out of men on both sides, which is interesting. Yeah, these armies should cancel each other out. We need to get in there, though. Yeah. Ah, good. To the why Lord Paramount Tywin. Blessings upon you and your house. I decided to accept your suggestion of a betrothal between Elena and Prince Gascoigne. Okay. Would you accept an alliance? No. If I sent you a gift, would you accept an alliance? Yes. Okay, we'll send the alliance thing before it asks us for money for the dowry. Okay. Oh, it's the betrothal, so it doesn't matter. They won't ask for money yet. Yes, to the magnificent Lord Paramount Tywin, blessings upon you and your house. I, Prince Doran the Spider, accept your proposal for an alliance. Perfect. That now means we just got a fully fresh Doran in the war. That's 22,000 men. That's very much worth it. Right. Let's move over here. Does Honourable Andros Brax fail to answer my call and has joined the enemy? Oh, he's actually dead, so he didn't join the enemy. That's fine. Okay. Well, we want to stay back just a little bit. And we want to maybe get down here if we can. Into this fight. That's kind of looking like a good fight for us. Oh, Stannis died after a period of illness. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Because if we win the war, that now means that the land all goes to Renly. Huh. Yeah. Well, that seems like a good point to end the episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.